Okay, I think we're live, right? Um, well, first off, this is gonna be a quick, well, um, I wouldn't say quick, but for me, within an hour, I'd say a good hour of conversation and live stream and all that. So before we begin, let me see where we're at. Because I need to test. This is the first. This is the first episode, so forgive me, pardon me how if I'm not ready. It took me literally 3-4 hours to set this up, and yeah, welcome to my first episode. So I'm gonna check if the live stream is working properly on the other side. I'm gonna log in on Google Chrome, and let's see if I'm properly in. Since this is my first episode, this is also a kind of like a test. So let's see here. View my channel. Properly in. This is my first episode. Okay, cool. So let me make my square a little bit bigger so you guys can see better. And also, let me share the link to Facebook. Oops. Copy. Go to Facebook. And paste. Post. Alright, now that that's posted. Okay. Well, I don't like how it looks, actually. Let me refresh that. No thumbnail either. Should I have logged into YouTube instead? Okay. Okay, it's me. Perfect. And we're gonna right here. Let's discuss tech, cell phone. Yeah. Cell phones, Pokémon, video game, and AI plus robots. Okay. Gosh, should I even go on live with? I guess I should. What's stopping me, huh? So, where's my phone? Oh, well. I was using it. I don't know where my phone's at. I was just using it too. So embarrassing. Oh, goodness. Okay, concurrent viewers, 1. I don't know where my phone is at. Oh, I finally found it. Okay. So, let's do this. Okay, cool. So I found my phone. Alright, let's see if let's see if I can go live. Why not, right? Live on discussing the state of industry and its metrics. Learn with me. Okay. I'm actually excited. All right. The only problem with going live is, well, we're gonna try it anyways. So, hey guys, I wanted to make a video, a live stream video with you guys, and my goodness me. Let me set it up here. So, again, I wanted to make a live stream video for you guys, and I just really wanted to discuss on the state of certain things, and I wanted to discuss some metrics. And first off, let's just start with this. In about 72 hours, the S26 Ultra is going to be released. That's exciting. Another thing that's going to be crazy in these events is we're going to finally enter the 30th anniversary of Pokémon on February 27th. So that's going to be huge. And I don't know if you guys have the, I would say, the Red Cheeks Pikachu right here. This is from the 25th anniversary. I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't know. I want to get the glare here. Look at that. And what people are doing, especially with this card, is they're grading it. If you get a PSA 10 of this card, you're literally holding, I would say, $700. It's crazy because in some listings I've seen it go between $600 to $900 just for this PSA 10 Pikachu. So am I holding a potentially $800 card in my hands? I have no idea. So yeah, that's an interesting thing. You know, the 30th anniversary is exciting. I do remember the 25th anniversary. I still have my lunchbox, as you can see here. And I have multiple of these lunchboxes. It's really cool. So yeah, that's one thing. And another topic is, and this is a serious topic, as you can see the graph here, I really wanted to talk to you guys about, in this discussion video, these videos that I want to be producing and start creating and be consistent with these videos on a daily basis, or if not, maybe a weekly basis. I haven't really figured that out yet, but this is going to be the first video of its kind, and then I'm going to start making more tech bites in the foreseeable future. I'm very excited about this. So I would call this like a first phase, a first number one, and basically why you're here, why you're with me, are several discussions that I really want to engage on, and these go in 4 categories. I would say even maybe 5. So let's explain those categories on the board right here. First off, my name is Jase Anzo, and if you don't already know, you guys know me as the guy that repairs phones, right? So in short, I'm in the tech industry, and in short, I'm in the cell phone industry, to be more narrowed down. And if you want to narrow that down from tech industry to cell phone industry, technician, then business owner, or business owner, then technician, well, whatever. I guess you get the idea. But in these series of videos, I'd like to talk about this certain stuff. Cell phones, tablets, laptops, mobile devices, right? And from there, video games. Because it's all conglomerate. It's like, it's all together, right? I don't see the difference between cell phones and video games. Like kid video game consoles, like if you have a Nintendo Switch, let me see if you have it. Like this, for example, like I really don't see the difference between this and this. Like, right? I really don't see the difference. They're both mobile devices. I guess the only difference is that you don't really use it as conversation with the phones. Anyways, let's move on. The next topic that I like to talk in my videos is Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Who doesn't, right? Pokemon is becoming a big deal, and yeah, let's just leave it at that, you know. And then from there, general electronics, whether it's electronics, appliance electronics, cameras, digital cameras, drones even, and accessories, you know, whether it's like accessories for your cameras, your phones, whatnot, right? And so, yeah, these are the 4 major topics leading into AI and robotics, right? That's the new thing, and I often think about where robotics is going, right? And I think about how many people are in this world, and how many people are holding a cell phone in their hands, maybe even two. And if you're crazy like me, you have a lot of them. But the main thing is robots, I believe, are gonna match the amount of production as phones. So if there's, I was reading let me put that in a silent. I was reading a publication saying that there's about 12, if I'm not mistaken. You can fact check me, please, because fact check, I'm huge on fact checking, by the way. Fact checking for me is very important. It's truth, and that's all what I'm about, right? So fact checking this, I think there's about 12 billion, yes, billion phones in this world. 12 billion phones in this world. So that means there's a lot of phones. And I think robots will either match that or surpass that. So I think robotics is going to be a huge deal in the next 10 years. And yeah, that's a major topic I like to talk about. Anyways, while we're in discussion, I wanted to test this out and make a presentation for you guys. Now, I know that for you guys, I know you're on Facebook Live, so you guys won't be able to see what I'm seeing, so I'll try to improvise, if you will. But for the YouTubers, because I'm also live on YouTubers, so the video feed that you're seeing here is also being fed on YouTube. So let me put myself in a little corner, like so. And let's get back on my Google Chrome. And here we are. So let's go back on this page. Boom. Which episode is this? Is this? Oh yes, it is. Okay. One moment, let me just look for the right episode, because I'm doing a live stream. I'm already correct on the face, I'm sorry, the YouTube, but not on the Facebook. So bear with me. Bear with me. Ah, found you. Perfect. Let's get access. Beautiful. All right. So if you're already on YouTube, I wanted to make a presentation. Oh, that was kind of nasty. There you go. I wanted to make a presentation of these guys. So I wanted to first, before I go ahead and share these metrics, I wanted to thank these people who put this, who made it possible to put this metrics together. People from Sensor Tower, S&P Global, PitchBook, Newzoo, Empire, all these people, iGaming, Video Games Europe, Entertainment Software, everybody here had put their input into making this conglomerate. And especially, let me see if I can get his name, because I need to give out the right shout-outs. Matthew Bell. Matthew Bell, thank you for being the mastermind behind this metrics. You have a beautiful flower right there that you made here. I can't thank you enough, Matthew, for putting this together. So, huge shout out to Matthew Bell for putting this together. So, now that we got that gotten out of the way, I really wanted to talk about here, how do I make this bigger? Okay, so let me, and this is kind of challenging because I don't have my issue 29. So let's go to page 29. And here we go. Okay, so the video game market is an interesting place to be, right? And I love video games, first off. I grew up with video games, and I wish I had more time into playing it. Yes, I do wish that, and I do wish that the state of things were a little bit better. I hear there's a lot of negativity, but I'm going to stay positive and optimistic where we're going with the video game market. In any case, it's interesting how cell phones and engagement has, how would I say, had spread, right? So the attention towards video games and the attention towards being on cell phones, or the attention towards work, or even other things, it is always interesting to grasp where everybody is putting their attention and focus to. So in this graph, gaming's growth is driven by mobile's growth as well. The form factor is 70% of new spend since 2011, and is now 59% of total markets, up from 32%. That is huge. And it's interesting to see where we're at now, you know? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, because, you know, it's crazy what's going on, let me just show you. And for the viewers on YouTube, you already can see what I'm saying, but as you can see here on the graph, 91 billion users, or 91 plus 91, I don't know, I can't really read there, but the graph shows clearly mobile is where the market is at. Okay, and 91 billion, that's in money. I'm sorry, I got that confused with users, but that's $91 billion market right now. And that is the share growth in the worldwide consumer spending in video games content since 2011. It's very interesting to see where we're at. I can't believe it, you know? Everything was started small, but it's been growing and growing over time. And you can even tell that back in 2011, 2012, all industries were a smaller industry. But now, everything just ballooned. And it's not just the cell phone industry, it's not just the PC industry, it's everything. Not just the handheld. Like, if you could see the handheld market, the handheld market has had a steady growth. It is today at $9 billion market, and that's interesting. And it's interesting how the handheld market has steadily grown over the years. If you look back in 2013, 2014, the handheld market was around what looks like not that less, was probably about, from the graph, 7 billion market valuation, you know. And sorry if I'm mixing up my words, because I think of other things, and since I'm live streaming this right now, it's hard to make up certain words in my brain. Anyways, yeah, I go blur sometimes. The PC market is very interesting. the PC market right now is at 23 billion. And let me just show you guys that. 23 billion. Oop. 23 billion on the market, right? This is the graph. And that's interesting where it's at. And consoles and VR, like Switch and stuff like that, it's at 16 billion. So it's a little bit less than the PC market, and it shows strength where it's at in the PC. But it's incredible where we're at with the mobile market, right? So going back with the console and the cell phone, the cell phones are literally beating out the game consoles. Like it's shockingly crazy. Anyways, I gotta track my. Let's go to the next page, right? As you can see, 3 billion mobile gamers, right? 68% of smartphone owners, 50% of those are ages 10, are over the age of 10. So if you can see here, and the iPhone led to billions of new players, right? And hours, but after 18 years of growth, now relies on population growth and smartphone adoption in a very low ARPU market. So the growth has kind of like slowed down in a way because of population. It's very interesting, these metrics, right? And so it's just wild. And as you can see, 80% of that market is in the Northern America, while 74% is Northern Europe, and 72%, it's a huge usage in 70% Asia markets and Asia Pacific as well. The least amount is in Africa, it looks like. So these are interesting things. You can see, this is another interesting metric. And those smartphone users and mobile game spend have both tripled since 2014, 1.5 billion to 4.5 billion, which in other words, 35 billion to 105 billion. The number of mobile games is at a decade low. That is crazy. A decade low? So that means that it's slowed down a lot. Let's take a look at that graph. So in between 2016 and 2017, those were the highs. I guess everybody was rocking their gaming during, and that's from the App Store, right? So let's see what's going on here. Annual changes. These are annual changes. If you want to look at that and see for yourself, behind shrinking mobile catalogs is not just an annual delistings, but a consistent trend of fewer and fewer and fewer new title launches. Success is too elusive. So I take it as there's not much games coming out, and it's very hard to produce these games because you don't know if your game is going to be successful. Tough market, right? Let's take a look at this next page. And social video is eating leisure time. Just in the US, adults spend 35 million minutes. That's like time, I guess. More hours a day watching TikTok than in H2 20 and 2021 peak of mobile gaming spend. So TikTok is really taking a percentage of mobile gamers or gamers in general. The amount of TikTok attention has substantially grown, starting from 2019 to where we're at today, which is 2026, and it's only grown. It's only grown. There's a lot of users on TikTok. A lot of people are on TikTok at the moment, and it's wild. So it makes me wonder, should I start making these videos on TikTok? I think I should. I think I should. Alright, let's go to the next page. Continuing on with TikTok, okay? TikTok's growth hasn't come from other social video platforms. Total consumption among US adults is up 100 million hours a day since 2021. So basically, you can see the graph here between Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. All these are like attention grabbers, right? All these are attention grabbers. And it's, if you're in the video game industry, you can see why it's a tough market, right? You can see where the consumption is from all the other platforms, right? And you can see where it should be at. So, I mean, anyways, let's proceed. That's one page. I don't really want to cover that page. Right here in this graph, altogether, mobile gaming has lost 2.6% percentage points of its share of all digital media time among US adults. So, the share of digital media time amongst like US people, I guess it's been declining over time. And I wanted to share other interesting topics and metrics, right? So, besides the usage of phones and that taking away from playing video games, because man, it's been wild. It's been wild. I want to show you what games are really killer. Check this out. So this is Call of Duty Mobile when it first launched back in October 2019, 2020. And you can see where we're at right now. You know, it's declined. And it's interesting to see that this game has declined so much so over time. You know, they've lost a lot of money. Well, money-wise, yeah, it's dropped a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy to see where we're at. Oh, this is another interesting metric. Given mobile gaming's overall stall, app stores which net 24 billion per year from the mobile gaming developers face renewed scrutiny over their commissions and policy. The total worldwide app store revenue from video games commissions. So this is like basically the commissions earned over time from Google and Apple. And all the percentages, like, you know, those things that you do, like, for example, those, what do you call it, those in-app purchases with a game, and the revenue taken from that, right? And you can see how much that, and it doesn't have to be just games, like, it could be anything, like, that has an in-app purchase. Not just those games, but, like, everything. So that's it's interesting to see that, right? In any case, I think if we could change the topic a little bit here, I wanted to see what other chapters we can go over, because some of the stuff I find it very interesting. So here are the chapters, and I wanted to explain to you my thoughts per chapter. Let's see here. Here we go.
I hope you can see that. We were just covering the mobile marketplace and 2025. A brief review of augmented reality and VR, because they really disappointed. How much and where console PC has grown, the relevance of China, the hostility of modern and console PC content marketplace, and how player playtime and player spend might return to growth. So those are interesting topics, right? And we can discuss all that in a separate video. Really do a deep dive of all this stuff, right? So let's change the topic here into the newest discussion and go over. Oops. Change that. Oh no. Here we go.
Let's go over to the other chapter. Here we go.
Spending growth, but more retrenchment and margin struggles in 2025. Why growth is scarcer than headlines suggest. Video games are losing the attention war, and the major market, yes, the attention war. That is a huge topic, and I want to dive more into that attention wars, because it's not just being able to play on video games, but where is everything at? Is it on Instagram? Is it on TikTok? Is it on YouTube? Those are interesting numbers to talk about, because we want to find out where everybody is at and where everybody's putting their focus, right? So yes. Chapter 3, video games are losing the attention. Okay. Chapter 4, the novel interactive competitors taking action, time spent from video games. So yeah, that's an interesting topic, because they really want to fight for you, right? Here's the other one. Fifth, the 5 biggest areas of revenue growth in video game industry, and 6 closing thoughts of the video game market. So let's go to the attention war. Let's go to those chapters and see where those. It's interesting to see where everybody is at, and I want to see who are the people, what are the demographics, because that's always intrigued me, like, where is everything at as far as demographics go?
Where are you? Give me one moment to find this.
It's a lot of chapters. And we'll do a bigger deep dive. I just wanted to make a shorter conversation of this for this episode. But in the next episode, I would love to go ahead and share with you guys my thoughts on this stuff. Because for me, it's just interesting.
And I can't find it. Where are you? 83.
I found you.
83. Okay. Okay. So,
American men between 18 and 35 are 1.4 to 2.2 times as likely to play video games, right? And up to 3 times, almost 4 times as likely to use short-form video, OnlyFans, AI, and predicts market, trade crypto, sports, bet, and iGamer. So these are the metrics between different demographics, right? And the most from all adults, from men, women, ages, and groups. You can see their cohorts, right? You can see that watching short form videos is the king of everything. It is really where everything is at. Short form video. Short form video is grabbing the attention from everybody at every what looks like every age bracket. Going from YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels. 62% of US adults. That's incredible. That's crazy. 18 to 34. Between the ages of 18 and 34, it's a growing trend. And it's what's even alarming is that women in that same age bracket are increasing faster than men. Okay, you can see that there in the yellow line. Not by very much, but it looks like that's an interesting thought, right? So it seems as though most of the viewership from everything is coming from these. Okay, I retract that back. The viewership from 35 to 54 is increasing. Even the only ones that are like slowly increasing, it doesn't really have much increase, are people that are 55 and up. So these people at the very end, right? And that's interesting. It looks how it just shows how much people are using this for short form video and seeing and consuming short form video, right? It's wild. It's wild. So I wanted to show another one using Gen AI, generative AI, or assistant apps like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, what's another one? Grok. These AI assistants has seen a massive growth spike. These are numbers that were not even unseen before, and it looks like it may be beating out the attention. Or I'm sorry, not beating out, but getting closer to the attention of TikTok and short form videos, right? That is interesting where AI assistant is getting at. It's almost scary, right? So using AI for chatting and companionship, that's also increasing. So AI is taking a hold of all of us in a form where we're not only using it as an assistant, but we're also using it as a companion, right? Online sports betting has also increased. That's another topic that everybody is like, whoa, I didn't even know that online sports betting was a big deal, like I didn't know. But it's a big deal. Like people actually like to bet online with sports. People, it does look like cryptocurrency trading has decreased over time, and it's all mostly guys that is doing it, and there is growth in men that like to trade cryptocurrency, but hardly any women are on it. Not a lot of girls like to trade cryptocurrencies. That's what it looks to be the case, Let's see here. the reason I'm bringing this up is back then, before the short film videos, before the cell phone really got a hold of us, the majority of our attention was in video games, right? We used to love playing video games, and I don't have the metric here, but I should show you. In the future, I'll show it to you guys, but in 2009 and 2010, those 2 years, those were the biggest record highs of owning a video game console, whether it was a 360, a PlayStation 3, or a Nintendo Wii. And it was us millennials that really helmed that era, right? So to speak. If I can talk to you about my own experience in that time, when I was 20 years old, 2008, I just turned 20. I was a youngster, and I had a good working paying job. I was making money. What's the first thing a youngster like me is going to do that has an interest in video games? I'm going to go and buy up all the consoles. Like literally, I'm going to buy up Xboxes, PlayStations, Nintendo Wii's, and I did. And a lot of people that were interested in video games that were starting to make money in my age group did the exact same thing. It was a crazy phenomenon. We were born in the late 80s, early 90s. We experienced graphics and bits doubling every year. We went from 8 bits to 16 bits to 32 bits to 64 bits. All in a span what felt like less than a decade. It was wild. And it captivated every youngster, every youth in that era. So naturally, we were hooked. There was nothing in the industry that took the youth's attention more than anything else. If it wasn't music, if it wasn't like NSYNC or Linkin Park or Backstreet Boys or Britney Spears or whatever it was video games, right? And back then that stuff was huge. And this was, mind you, this was back before online really took off, right? Websites and all that stuff. And I can just remember that the decline of wanting to go outside as a kid, became shorter and shorter and shorter. Nowadays, not a lot of kids like going, I don't even think they're even allowed to go outside. It's interesting where we're at, Most kids, most children tend to be inside. Back then, early 90s, all the kids were going outside. And that would be a metric on its own, outdoor play. Outdoor play used to take our attention and our focus back in the 90s, early 90s. And it's relevant today because we want to see what type of what focus takes from everybody, So back then, the youth that used to play outside, toys were made, baseball bats. I don't know if you guys used to love rollerblading. I used to love rollerblading. People made millions of dollars in captivating kids around, globally or here in the United States, anyways. Selling out rollerblades, so that was a huge deal. Skateboarding, all that stuff. They were giving out toys to kids that love playing outside, and over time that just kind of decreased over time. And where was the attention and focus going towards? Well, it was going towards video games.
why would I want to go on the arcade when I have an Xbox that's playing a much better graphically, like literally it was more powerful than most of the arcades out there already, graphically, and more engagement, in crazy worlds. I would never go to arcade to play Halo, I would much rather be home playing those games, whether it was Halo, Fable, what was those other games? Forza Motorsport, the first one. But there was another racing game that I really loved. It was called Project Gotham Racing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but that was an amazing racing game. God, I must have put so many hours in that game. With the GameCube, Super Smash Bros. Melee, I can just go on and on with these games. Soul Calibur, you guys remember Soul Calibur, Dead or Alive? And it's interesting where we were back then towards where we're at today. And today, it's nothing like it was back 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, that was 2006. So, yeah, it's interesting to see where we're at, right? Anyways, it's almost been an hour. And I wanted to catch up on these metrics on a later date. If you guys want to join me on the next episode, feel free to do so. But with some closing thoughts, I don't know if I can show you another final metrics. I wanted to share with you one last thing before I go. This one right here. New competition for time and spend, which concentrates on key gamer demographics, helps explain several ongoing and interrelated challenges to revenue growth. And this is gamers playing few games overall. The mainstream users plays only 4 games a year across the entire catalog of new and old games. 4 games a year. So the average person is going to only play 4 games a year. That's wild. That's wild. That's on average. Back then, we would go crazy with all kinds of games, but now today it's nothing like that. You have to really, to be in the game industry and create a game and to grab the attention from your users, you really gotta have a crazy ass game to get that attention. So let's go back to the graph. Buying, trying new few games. Only 3.1 to 7.4% of global PCs, PlayStation, and Xbox time goes to new non-annual releases, and 5 games get half of that. 46% of US gamers buy fewer than one game a year. 86% buy between none and 4. That is huge. That is huge. Annual mobile game installs are now at 12-year low. So that means even the games on your phone, like kids are not even playing games on their phone, they're just declining on downloads. That is interesting. Concentrating time on free to play. Since January 2021, free-to-play games average 46% of all PlayStation and Xbox time. Wow. And since January 2021, free-to-play games average 55% of all gaming time. So that's wild how free-to-play games have just exploded. And that's where really it's at, And lastly, concentrating time on the same games. Since January 2021, the same games, each 9 to 27 years old, have held 33 to 56% of total PlayStation and Xbox hours every month. Since January 2021, the same five titles, aged 9 to 26 years old, have held the 28 and 40%. So that is interesting, that last statement, right? What does that really mean? These same games that you're playing over and over, the concentrating time on those very same games that, for example, if you're like a Call of Duty person and that's the only game you want to play, and there's not a lot of titles that really get your attention. It's just Call of Duty or it's just Grand Theft Auto, all that stuff. Let me show you the graph here. And it's interesting because I was looking into it and I was like, oh, whoa, it's a real thing. Where are you? Here we go. And let me change it up over here. It is a real thing, people. So on page 118. This is the last one, I promise. The black hole games. The black hole. What's a black hole game? Okay. The black hole game. That is wild. So, for example, Roblox. Roblox is such. It's one of those games where, like, it's literally a black hole. Like, dude. Roblox is like. There's so many people so infused with Roblox that it's hard for them to get out of that game. Not a new game title comes out, they ignore it. Like, nah, I'm just gonna stick with my Roblox for years and years and years to come. That's wild. That could go again with Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. That's wild. And let's look at the metrics here. Hundreds or thousands of hours achieving skill mastery. Of course, they want to be better at the game. They want to just get at the upper echelon of like that very game. They just want to be like the top tier, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars purchased in entitlements, like outfits, avatars, and stuff like that. That's sinking in. So you're not only you're not just invested in time, but money and currency. So you not only want to get better at the game, you also are spending money in the game. It's wild how that one game can just be that black hole. Hundreds, if millions or billions of players connected to play and playing its only fraction of which will be on the other game. So, oops, did I show you guys on the black screen? I'm sorry about that. So, yes, that is just wild how one game can have so many. If that game has all the active users, monthly active users, and it's just taking in all our attention, it's just wild. It's hard to go of other games, right? Hundreds of millions of hours invested in dollars, if not billions, in that ecosystem alone. Yes. Confidence that their scarce time, money, effort in social signaling will be double or rewarded. So, yeah, as long as they know that they're playing that game and they know that other people are playing that game, it kind of like gives them that confidence, like, oh yeah, cool, you play that game. It's an easy opener, conversation opener in real life. Like if you're plays Roblox and I play Roblox and I'm like, hey Jeff, let's get down and play Roblox, And full disclosure, I've never played Roblox. I don't know how to play it. I just look at it and it looks to me, and I'm sorry to offend you guys. I don't mean to offend you, and before you go after me in the comments or whatever, but Roblox looks like Minecraft to me. It just does. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that really does it for this discussion. I'd like to make another discussion next time, and I'll let you guys know ahead of time. And I'm fully aware that it's late. I know that you guys are doing your thing. But let me see if I can change the background for you guys.